Greenhouse action, take one. Okay, this is my greenhouse. It's probably the saddest year that I've had. I had a lot of problems over the winter because there was a time when we didn't have heat and I kept my cuttings in the house and they all went to heck. So this is all I have for my geraniums. Usually I have about 150 geraniums from cuttings of last year, but this is all I have. And then I've got some tomates that I need to plant and some strawberries. But I too am doing a beefsteak and a couple of determinate varieties because they're kind of smaller in the greenhouse. So I got a beefsteak and then I got a couple patios and a sweet million or something like that. Some rosemary back there, but I've obviously got some planting to do. But this is my kind of jerry-rigged watering system. As you can see, this is my hose bib. And so off of this, I have this 4-prong hose dude. So you can technically put 4 hoses across here. I have one just for hand watering, and then this one is hooked, my timer is hooked to it. Can't open timer. Come on, timer. It's stuck shut. Oh, there we go. So that shows you how to set up timers. You can do a couple of automatic settings that they have set up for you, or you can create your own custom watering schedule. So when I'm on vacation, I set this thing up to do, if it's going to be really warm, I'll do like a 5 a.m. watering for 20 minutes, and then I'll do like an evening watering. And as you can see, again, the timer is just off one of the main hoses, and you can water with it, or you can set it up to do it automatically. And it comes down here. So these are just landscape connections. You know, this is probably I think a 3/4 inch or maybe even a 1 inch. This is just a thing that comes off the watering, the timer, and then it comes down here. See all these gaskets? That's what I'm talking about when it comes to like leaking and stuff. You really got to make sure these connections are tight. But these are just like a little T-bar, and then it goes off to these main supply lines. And then as you can see, let me try to get a better scope of it. All these dudes over here are all the drip connections that I have coming off the main supply line. And these are what I have running out to my raised bed that's outside the garden, or outside the greenhouse. So they go underneath the wood platform of the greenhouse and they go out to the garden out there. But I also have a bunch that I use for my potted things inside the greenhouse. And so like what I'll do is when I have things up on this bench up here, when I have my big tomato pots and cucumbers and peppers and stuff like that planted up here during the summer, I will bring these guys. Let me show you one. Put these guys, and they've got like a stake that I can put in the pot. So you stake it, and then the water just dribbles out the end of this drip. So as you can see, it comes from the supply line, and it comes out here. It's just a little tiny dribble. And it's the way this thing is set up as to how, or actually, sorry, it's the way this little connection right here is set up to how many drips, how many gallons per minute come out of this hose. So I have obviously one coming out each side of the timer supply hose, the hose that the timer's on. So it goes that way and that way. So I have one for this bench, and then I have one for this bench. I hope this is coming out okay and not confusing. So anyway, back to the connection. As you can see, what you can do is do your timer part, this timer chunk, off the main bib, and then your 4-pronger, or even I think they might even make a 6-pronger or a 5-pronger if you need more hoses, could come off your timer, and then you could set up your supply line how you needed to do it. Like you could just do a bunch of these hoses. This is a 15-foot hose. You can find them at Lowe's. You could have a 15-foot hose coming off of each of these, or at least 3 of them, for your soaker hoses. And then they could go, and you could wind as long as you'd need, you know, soaker hoses going through your garden bed. And then you could leave one of them open for this type of setup, where you could do a supply line for your drip. So this main supply line could go behind your whatchamacallit, all your potted stuff, and you could have like, probably for some of the big ones, you'd want like 2 of those drip hoses in it. Anyway, I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes some sort of sense to you. So I'm going to go out and show you my big garden in back here. It's not much, but it's pretty good. It's been pretty warm lately, although today's kind of cold. I've got lettuce coming up, and I've got a row of Savoy cabbage. I've got a row of a big red beet. I've got cabbage. I've only got 4 plants of each. It's going to be plenty for me and my neighbors to eat. And then I've got broccoli, and I've got yellow beets, which I'm really excited to see those. I got cauliflower, and another red beet, and red cabbage, and then I've got chives in this row. And then I got little baby peas coming up. These are just regular peas. They're not snap peas, which I thought I bought, but that's okay. I like regular peas too. So that is my big garden for now. And then when these guys start to die out in like, oh, probably June, probably about 2.5 months from now, is when they'll be ready to eat. I'll put in like the corn and tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers and stuff. And then I'll also have more in the greenhouse. There's the traffic. Love living here. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, that's all I have. I hope this hose connection makes sense to you. I think you'll be able to do it just fine. I mean, it's all just about rigging hoses together, and that timer is key because it's great when I go on vacation. I just set this baby up to water as many times a day, or you can do it every other day, whatever you need. You'll definitely need every day because you're so darn hot down there, but I do like a really early morning one and then like a maybe a late morning one. Since you're not spraying anything with water, you're just gonna have soakers. I think that would work great. So I'll just give you another shot of how that looks. That's right off my main bib, and then this brass dude comes off. You can do hoses. These 15-inch hoses are so nice because I just use it for watering in here, and I would think that would be a good length, but you might need longer because I can't remember where your hose bib is, so you might need longer ones to supply out, but it can be done, dude. It's just all about jerry rigging. It's kind of ghetto, but it gets it done. So I'll give you another close-up on that. So it's all just about like, you know, little tees, and this is all the stuff that's in the irrigation aisle for landscapers and stuff like that. So I bet Ace is the place where your helpful hardware boys can help you out. Alright, so yeah, bye tomatoes. Bye guys. Looking forward to some good weather and some good veggies. So say hi to Doreen, and I hope all is well. Take care.